up with the crazy shit I do. And if I was you, I'd probably hate me too. One day I'll stop being this way. We in. What? What's that?
Who's kicking it on?
Here we go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Real Talk Podcast with the dinner crew. Is going down. We got Wanda B, the Fly Guy, Lady C, and your man, Mr. Chicago, in the building. Bum, 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 bum.
And you know this.
Yeah, it's going down. G Unit. No, I'm just playing. Or should I say D Unit? Dinner crew.
That
DC Unit.
That part.
Oh, I like that.
That part.
DC Unit. I like that. I like that. Hey, I wish everybody watching us right now could see our executive producer, Earl, the other Winfrey. He is very. Hey, Earl, do me a favor. Pop your head right here real quick. No, we want to see your shirt, Earl.
We want to see your champ
Earl,
shirt.
we want everybody's wearing the champ shirt. Come back here, Earl, real quick. Come back here, Earl, so they can see.
Oh,
Earl, can't nobody see you. Hey, he put his nipple right in the camera. You gotta.
It was PG audience in the camera.
Well, let's see. Pop. You gonna pop. Look at him. He popped up. So, guys, we are in the building. We are ready to get it cracking. It's been a good week. It's been a long week. A lot has happened, man. A lot has happened, and I guess we're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly.
It's always something going on in the world in which we live. Y'all don't seem to be surprised. It should not be. It's a lot going on. It is. But
I can't wait to talk about the Actor Awards. My man Michael B. Jordan. I can't, man. I put a post up about him and just thinking about what's going on. Like, there's a lot of Black excellence going on. And you know what I want to do, Fly Guy? I want to ask the ladies real quick before we start. How y'all doing? We're gonna start with you, Wanda B. How you doing?
I am doing well today. Thank you very much. Thank you for asking. I'm being symbolic today.
I see you're a champ.
Yes.
And if you want to get your champ made symbolic shirt, all you gotta do is hit us up at 708-223-8953. As a matter of fact, the first caller, you can call it 708. What is it? 223-8953.
You were right. All right.
Fly Guy
Right in
finally
front
wrote
of
it
you.
down for me. If you call in, you will get a Be Symbolic t-shirt. Honors from Lady C and Wanda B.
Just for calling in.
Just for calling in. But you already on the show, so you can't call in to get another
I was
shirt.
going to like
She be like,
seven.
she's trying to get a new.
What-
She's trying to get another shirt.
so caller number one, you on deck.
What about you, Lady C? What's going on?
I'm doing great. I'm having a great week. We ended Black History Month. We're going right into Women's History Month, and I'm feeling good.
Yeah. So
Real
wait,
good about it.
hold on. Time out. Black History Month over already?
Too soon.
February is
Always
over, yeah.
goes
Oh
too
my
fast.
God, I
That's why
blinked.
they gave
You
us
know
the
we got the shortest day in the month, the shortest month of the year.
Fly Guy, I blinked.
Yeah.
She said I blinked too
Shortest
fast.
month
Oh
of
my
the year,
God.
brother.
But I am excited that we go from Black History Month to Women's History Month because, and I said this at an event I hosted on Friday, women, you are the pillars of the earth. You are the salt that brings the flavor. You are everything because there
Trying
is
to get a birthday
no us.
present.
It's all
But
he's
my
trying
birthday
to
is just
do.
September.
I know it's not September.
He's trying to get a real good present.
You're just making sure we got to get you a present.
There is no us without you. And we know,
that
well,
is-
I don't know about
that is
Wanda
true.
B, because if y'all remember last week, Wanda B, you still a virgin, right?
Do you know what being a virgin means? We won't even touch that. We'll do that later.
We
He
not
will
going
not let it go. He can't let it go.
Flag on
He
the play.
cannot
Oh, man.
let it go. But
Yeah,
yes,
let
it
it go.
is Women's History Month. And so we're going to highlight a few women for you all that have done some amazing things and made some contributions to the world. We have Marie Curie,
Yes.
who was a pioneering physicist and chemist.
Yes.
She was the first person to win 2 Nobel Peace Prizes. That Nobel Peace Prize that the occupant of the Oval Office is asking for, well, Marie Curie is the first person to win not one,
He did
but
not
2
ask
of
for
those.
that.
Come on, man.
He
Stop
did.
playing
He
with me.
did ask for
I know
it.
that man did not ask for
Amelia
nobody.
Earhart.
He's trying to get one. That's how he started for us. He trying to finish.
Amelia Earhart.
If he
was
want
the-
one, I want one.
We're not gonna land a plane in the Oval Office. Amelia Earhart is the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Malala Yousafzai. I want to
Yes.
mispronounce her name. She was
Malala.
an activist for female education
Mhm.
and the youngest
Mhm.
Nobel Prize laureate.
And she has a wonderful book. If you have time, check it out. Her story is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Dropping gems
Lady
about
C
women
always
in
reading.
excellence for Women's History Month. This is how you jumpstart it.
Mhm.
Mother Teresa, a humanitarian who devoted her life to serving the poor and also winning a Nobel Peace
The
Prize.
Mother Teresa.
The Mother Teresa.
Mhm.
Eleanor Roosevelt, longest serving first lady and diplomat and activist for human rights.
Mhm.
Ada Lovelace, mathematician, regarded as the first computer programmer for her work on the analytical engine.
Okay.
Hedy Lamarr, actress and inventor who developed technology foundational to Wi-Fi, GPS, and Bluetooth. All those things we use now, Lady Wanda. Now, Wanda B, there's some women of color that have made some contributions this Women's History Month. So
Okay, I'm gonna
jumpstart
throw 10 of them.
those.
Mm-mm.
I'm
Get
going to
into
start
it.
with my number one, Lady C. I'm telling you, this woman here
Aw.
could probably educate me and fill this list up. When we get off the show, I'm going to ask her to tell me one I don't know because
so
she knows it
sweet.
all. Lady C, number one, she always
Aw.
creating history with
And
me.
Wanda B.
All right, Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks. I'm not gonna give what they did. Go do your homework. Go fill out what's
That's
that
right.
Black
Just
History
give the
Month?
That's
name.
right.
If they
Get
want
the
to know,
names.
just
Go look
Google
it
it. Google Lady
Google
C
them.
and Harriet Tubman.
Katherine Johnson. Wait, let me read what she did.
Hidden Figures.
Oh my
Is that
God.
Hidden Figures?
Hidden
Yes,
Figures. Hidden
yes.
Figures.
I
Go
knew
watch
you
the
knew.
Hey,
movie.
look.
I knew
Yeah.
you
Watch
knew.
the
You know all
movie.
this. You
She's
knew all
smart
that. She's
sometimes.
smart, y'all. She is smart. She is high. Okay. Maya Angelou,
Oh,
Mhm.
Ida B.
I know
Wells,
where the black
Shirley
bird
Chisholm, Sojourner Truth,
Mm.
Dr. Mae Jameson, Madam C.J. Walker,
Ooh.
Now
and
listen.
Hey, I know women love her.
Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Hey.
And
Who was
Shirley
Kamala
Chisholm,
Harris?
Shirley Chisholm was the
That's
first woman to run for president, a
That's
black
right.
woman who ran for president. So that's how the dinner crew jump starts Women's History Month.
And
You gonna
wait,
leave me
and don't
hanging,
forget-
Wanda B?
Oh,
Thank you,
Hey,
Wanda B.
don't
Black
forget-
woman.
Fly Guy, do not forget, if you guys didn't know, a fun fact. Fly Guy followed Harriet Tubman on the Underground Railroad.
See,
So we
he
going
always
back
got
to
jokes.
we going
Yeah,
back.
He
but I'm
always got
free.
jokes, y'all.
I'm
Listen,
free. I
he
made it
listened
out.
He listened to Moses. Okay.
That's
He
okay.
is free.
I made it out. And guess what? It was a woman that brought me out. I'm all right with that, baby.
Hey.
I'm all right with that. I'm all right
That's
with
right.
that. We
Wow.
Hey,
made it.
but what we have
A
to do
black
before we go forward, since we're recognizing strong women, strong black women, let's honor our mothers. My
Yeah.
mother was a seamstress. She made prom dresses, wedding dresses, pillow covers, coats, curtains, couch cut, all kind of stuff on the west side of Chicago. They loved, everybody came to Miss Emma when they needed something specially made. She was a seamstress and she was an educator.
All
That's
right.
good.
All right.
Beautiful.
I just
Lady
said it.
C.
Oh yes, my mother, a wonderful woman. She is a woman of tact, a woman of class. She is a woman of excellence. So shout out to Veronica, my mother. So I'm proud of her.
All right. Wanda B. Drop a gem about your mom.
And Angie, she in play.
Angie.
Okay. That's history, y'all.
Hey, man.
Okay. Worked hard for her family, she paid for her youngest brother to go to college,
Oh,
made
yeah.
sure that
Wow.
people went to college, went to all black HBCUs.
Yes.
You know.
That's
Yes,
right.
queen. Yes.
And just raised beautiful children.
Yes.
Mhm. I know that's
That's
right.
what's up.
Thank
And
you.
that's
Shameless
phenomenal.
plug.
Smart. I will say my siblings are some very they doing some things.
That's
That's
what's up.
good.
Who does your brother work for?
We're gonna
He
put him out
worked
there.
for Biden. He worked in the White House during those times.
Okay.
Now-
Oh, that's what's
now
up.
he has one of those jobs where he's like, "What's that TV Martin where that you never know what time?"
Tommy.
Now he's Tommy. He'll explain to me what he does. And I'm like, "What is that?" I don't know. So he works
Did you
somewhere
ever
in
visit-
DC now.
Did you ever visit the
He's
White
a
House?
government contractor.
Yes, when
When
he
he-
was working at,
That's what's up.
And I have pictures of my niece on the lawn, White House lawn,
Oh, that's
Easter egg
so
hunting, and so
nice.
many different things. they
Did you
while they
get
were
to
there.
go to the room where
No.
Monica Lewinsky was at?
on.
I wasn't trying to.
Oh, just asking questions. Questions?
The dress is
Hey,
no longer there.
Inquiring minds want to know.
The dress
They
is no
wonder
longer
in that
there.
virgin
Were
All
there,
right.
were
no
there
longer
any
there.
stains on the rug?
So,
Oh, yeah.
Fly Guy's mom is
We are. Got your back.
I was a virgin to the letter. I'm not no more. I broke that cherry last week. I'm gonna read it again today. I
Hey.
don't care who you thought it was gonna read it. I'm reading it today.
So
Two
Fly Guy
times
was
under my
raised by
breath.
a lady named
Oh,
Barbara.
Lord.
And
Barbara.
Barbara
Yes,
is still the greatest of all
Okay,
time.
Barbara.
My mother is just a humanitarian for
Mm.
everybody.
That's
She,
beautiful.
you know, she raised us. First of all, she always taught us that if you can't give your all, then don't sign on to something.
Okay.
Don't
Say,
participate.
Don't
Don't have
participate.
do
You ain't
nothing.
ready to
Yeah,
have
We
it.
that's
you represent
All right,
me.
I'm
We don't
remember
have
that.
do
Let me
nothing.
write
We
that
don't
down.
have
no
do
half
nothing.
stepping.
And then she
They
taught
need
us
a
the
song.
importance of
Yeah.
education. My mom wanted to be a teacher, but she retired from the government many years ago. And when I tell you, living her best life,
I
All
she's
right.
on cruises. She's
Living her
in
life
Hawaii.
like she
Yes.
She has a sister circle, and she gives and gives and
Yes.
I
gives.
love it.
So she's always doing something for service to humanity.
Beautiful.
She's always thinking about others. And I have to sometimes remind her, Ma, you cannot take on
Slow down.
everybody else's situations.
Well, tell your mom.
Because
Okay.
sometimes you become so inundated with what other people have
Yeah.
going
It weighs
on
on you.
that you
Yeah.
you become a part of
It's a
that
sponge.
Mm.
unexpectedly,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And I'm very protective of my mom, so I'm like,
Yeah.
Ma, you can't,
Pour
you
into
can't do
everybody.
that.
Well,
You
Barb-
can pray for people.
Well,
Yeah.
Miss Barbara don't have to take on my troubles, but if she would like to take me on one of those cruises or one of those trips, she tell her I'm looking for a godmother. I'll be her godson. And she needs somebody I'll be her protector.
I'll
I'll
keep
be her
that.
bodyguard.
I'll keep that in the back
and
of
let
my
her know when
mind.
she
Yeah.
fall
You're not
asleep,
I
I'm
think Miss
partying.
Barbara might be all right.
Right.
Um,
We'll see you next
Right.
Tuesday.
Hey,
Right.
ain't nothing
I
wrong with
think
trying.
you'll still be sitting by her number one son
Exactly.
on
Right.
next
Right.
Tuesday.
Wait, how many? You got any brothers?
I do not.
So you are the
You
number
got
one
the
son
brother.
by default, brother.
That part. That part.
I know that's
That
right.
Your other
part.
son.
I'm trying to
But
be the
we
godson.
have embarked upon something. We've had a nice experience here, kicking off Women's History Month
Mhm.
Mhm.
and igniting the month of March, but also going on at the end of as February closed out and March ignited.
Mhm.
There was igniting, I should say,
Mhm.
with Epic Fury. So Operation
Mm.
Epic Fury
What's that?
ignited when the U.S. and Israel bombed
Oh.
Iran.
Kicking
it
off
had
to name.
that war.
Yes.
Yes, there's
It's
a name.
Epic Fury,
Mhm.
is the name of
Yep.
this operation, and it ignited over the weekend. On the 28th, I believe, is when there were bombs dropped, and
Yeah.
the purpose of this now is said to dismantle Iran's nuclear capabilities, to
Mhm.
eliminate imminent threats from its missiles and drone programs, and to catalyze regime change. Now, I feel like this is a distraction. This is a way. Now, 6 people thus far has been killed in this.
Americans.
Exactly.
Man.
There's 6 casualties already. And the occupant of the Oval Office is saying that there's going to be more because this is what war brings. Well, first of all, if you're going to say that, have some empathy behind what you're saying,
There is
because
no
these
empathy
are
in this
people's
person.
sons and daughters.
Yes,
No one.
sir.
In
There's no empathy.
addition, you didn't get clearance for this.
No.
Wait
It's
a minute.
an illegal,
Man, wait a minute.
illegal strike.
Norm-
Right, it's an illegal strike.
Illegal
Normally
It's an
when-
illegal strike.
Normally, when there is a strike or an attack, there's a chain of command. I don't care if
Exactly.
you're the president, whoever you're, there's a chain of command. This man decided that he was the chain, he was the command, he was everything. Didn't talk to anybody, set it up, kill this man.
Shocked.
Now,
Not
86-year-old Iranian leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has been killed.
Mhm.
He was killed.
Mhm.
What does this mean for the U.S.? Now, Lady Crystal, how do you feel with knowing that we are at war in 2026 when he campaigned in 2024
Mhm.
saying there would be no new wars?
Mhm.
That was the Trump campaign. He campaigned for his presidential candidacy saying there would be no new wars. And now in 2026, we're at war. Iran. How do you feel?
Speechless. It's crazy because like I have a background in international development, so this was like a huge topic going into this presidency, like before things kind of got started, because there was conflict in Gaza, and he was committed to ending that conflict and all these things, and saying that we'll just turn Gaza into a vacation spot, and all these things of like promising to end the conflicts between other countries and their drama. And now all of a sudden the US has more drama with a place that we've always had drama with. So I can't call it. I don't know if this makes sense. I don't know if it's supposed to make sense. I don't think it is. It doesn't to me seem like a logical move. It's just something to do, because there was really no basis or buildup as to like, okay, they have done something to US soil or territory or citizens that warrants this type of reaction. It was kind of just like a random, let me just pop up in the middle of the night and just start something. So
and that's deflection.
Exactly.
But Wanda
there's
B,
a lot going on in the news otherwise with him. So
exactly.
there's a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Wanda B, should we be concerned?
Yes.
Are you Wanda B?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna piggyback off of Simeon and say yes, even though I didn't even know why. But I was gonna say maybe yes, but at the same time, when there's things I can't necessarily control, I try not to get. I'm concerned, but I can't get overly concerned because I don't really see what I myself can do about it. Sitting over here concerned, I don't have.
Well, there's the concern for terrorism, because there are a lot of Iranian people in the U.S. And there was 9/11, as we know, and a terrorist strike now isn't going to look like that because we've already been exposed to that. So if they do, if a terrorist attack becomes of the U.S. again on U.S. soil, it's going to look different. We should be concerned because gas prices are going to increase. The price of gas is going to go up. So, Simeon, what else should we be concerned about?
Oh, can I interject 1 second? I'm sorry.
I won't forget.
I'm not Simeon, but what I will say is,
not Simeon.
What I will say is,
you look better than me.
When I was living in Madrid, there was a day where we lost complete power, connectivity. There was no access to any internet or anything. So. Wow. One thing that I learned about this is that we rely totally and completely on these phones and on these devices, and that keeps us connected to each other. So make sure you get a radio, an analog radio with some batteries. Like, these are things that we have gotten away from and need to get back to, because we are completely reliant on data, connectivity, things like that. We have to make sure that we are keeping cash in our pockets. Keeping radios.
How much cash you got in your pocket?
Exactly.
Batteries,
radios in our homes, batteries, things like that will keep us still kind of grounded.
Right.
Okay.
And Lady Crystal, those are the things that I wanted to come out of this, because those are the concerns that we should have. We should have, you always have to have things at your fingertips. You always have to have food supply. You always have to have water. You always need to keep a candle or a flashlight, because if they pull the plug on your electricity, or you don't have a backup generator or anything like that, what are you going to do? You don't know what that could look like. And Iran is not a country to play with.
At all.
No.
It's not a country to play with. This is serious.
We have been studied. U.S. has been studied for a long time. So, like, the people, these enemies, quote unquote, that they're painted out to be, are people who have long either admired or hated the U.S. And so they have taken a lot from what we have done and understood how we maneuver and navigate. So it's like, we don't really know a lot about other countries, but they know a lot about us,
because they're all here.
They're
here.
So they're studying,
and they've been living here.
Exactly.
So Sim, jump in, Sim, because you have something that you want to add.
I'm playing double dutch. I'm
You trying to get in?
I'm digging in my grits.
Turning. We like, get in.
For those of you y'all know digging in your grits, that's a double dutch term. I'm a guy, but I used to jump double dutch. Why? Because it's jumping rope, and I got skills.
Okay,
so about Iran.
About
Iran. Here we go.
Right.
And now y'all gonna rush me. I ain't thought about nothing. I ain't saying no, y'all was talking. Anyway, Earl, I want to renew my contract. No, but seriously, what we also have to be cognizant of and conscious of is the fact that these attacks on us can look much different. See, Trump and the billionaires and the millionaires don't have to worry about the things that the middle and lower class people have to worry about, because they do things like
Have a bunker.
bomb a store.
Bunkers.
They got
bunker.
bunkers, but they'll bomb a store. They'll bomb the train. They'll bomb, a
We'll be
public
the ones
place,
affected.
and
Right.
and we'll be out there, and we'll get caught in the middle of it,
Mhm.
and we're in trouble. But the thing is, they're doing these things. It's almost like throwing rocks and hiding your hands. They can do these things, and they're untouchable, really, because they're in places where they can't be touched, or they have ample security and all kinds of things.
Right.
So we have to be aware. One thing I did today, I started watching the news. I don't like watching the flag. I don't like watching the news.
You need
But
to watch it. I've been telling you that for
I've been
years.
watching it because I want to know what's going on with this war, how they're moving, where they're attacking, what they're thinking, if there's been any retaliation in the U.S., because we need to know what's going on. The one thing say, it don't bother me, or they not worried. No, it will come right
They'll
at your
come from the
doorstep,
soil,
and
right?
then
Right.
you need to be ready. So watch the news. You don't have to watch it all day. At least glance at it. Look at what's going on.
Stay
Google it.
aware.
Pull it up. Everything is online now. You can pull it up and you can see what's going on.
And
So
there are
don't be left in the
some
dark.
unbiased sources of news too that don't really have that same like political aspect to it.
Yeah.
So like NPR is a good
Who?
NPR,
What does that mean?
National Public Radio.
Okay,
is
just making
one
sure.
of the areas that is kind of more in the neutral zone.
Yeah,
So like
kinda like us.
there are ones that aren't so skewed to the left or to the right that you
Mhm.
can get straight information from
That's
too.
what's up. Thank you, Lady C, for that.
Exactly.
Thank you all. I feel more
Yeah.
empowered because now I was thinking, okay, what can I do? I'm going to go get my batteries.
Keep
I'm gonna
yourself
get packages
prepared,
of
yourself and
water.
your family.
I'm gonna get a flashlight. What else could I
Yep.
get? If my lights went out, I can't charge my phone.
Well,
Do you have
normally-
candles?
Normally, women don't run
Do
out
you
of
have
batteries.
candles?
I don't have matches. So I'm gonna
Well,
go
you
get
can
matches.
a
and I got
burner
candles.
from you get that
Hey,
at the
Wanda.
dollar
A
store.
flare.
But
Wanda
when
B.
that go out, that's-
No,
I gotta me
don't get them
some
dollar
matches.
store. Don't
Don't
get the dollar
they'll
store
dry
candles.
up.
One
They
day.
dry up.
One day,
Dry
you're
up
gonna
fast.
get a good 30 minutes out of that candle.
Look,
Don't stock up on at the
as
Dollar
long
Tree.
as you have,
Not at
as
the Dollar
long
Tree,
as
you gotta
you
spend
have,
on this.
right? But I'm just telling you what to get
Spend a
to
little
have
right.
something
Well, that
that's
helps,
at your
though.
fingertips,
Right.
because
Yeah.
you don't have to go out and spend a whole lot of money
No,
on
you don't.
anything. You need something for your survival kit.
And
That's
also
what you
have
need.
a
I got
plan,
one of
a
those.
You have
survival
to have
plan.
a
Yes.
plan. You need a
Yes.
survival kit, because I hope we don't have to shelter in place again.
Right.
Because so we're talking about
Mhm.
nuclear.
Mhm.
So suppose they released something in a drone over here.
That's
Right.
what
You
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
Exactly.
You
They can
can't
dri-
be
it can be
outside because
airborne.
you can't be exposed to that.
Yes.
You thought you wore a mask and a
Come on,
hazmat
man.
suit
Gas
during
mask
COVID. You don't know what this could bring. So and this is not to bring
not playing
fear or
fair.
put fear into anybody. This is to keep us woke. As Maxine
Yes, it
Waters
is.
would say, you have to stay woke. You have to tune into the news, tune into CNN, tune into MS Now, listen to Joy Reid's podcast,
Yes.
listen to Don Lemon's podcast,
Yep.
listen to Simone Sanders'
Listen to our
podcast,
podcast.
watch
We
the
always talking about it.
weekend, watch the weeknight,
Mhm.
listen to Real Talk, listen to this show.
Yes.
This show brings you current and relevant
All the
information every week.
Yes.
We come with current and relevant in our DNA every week.
Mhm.
So we are not misleading anybody. We're not selling you false hope, and we're not selling you false dream. We're telling you facts, not fiction, truth, not false.
Mhm.
So if you tune in, take everything that we're giving you and research it, and then make your best move.
We have receipts.
Make your best move. But as we're talking about this administration now, one of the things that they're trying to do in the political realm is to create the SAVE Act.
Mhm.
Now, the SAVE Act is the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility Act, and it's headed to Senate. If this passes, it is going to be challenging for women to vote. There's been
What?
growing
Come
debate
on now.
on how the bill may affect voting for millions of married women, particularly
Change
those
names.
who have changed their names. If this becomes law, it's going to be an issue.
Who put
For
this
as
up?
many as
think?
69 million American women who have taken on their spouse's name. So you married and now you're Jones. You're
Yep.
no longer a Smith. The birth certificate no longer matches the name they use today,
Oh,
according
wow.
to an analysis
tripping.
by the Progressive Center for American Progress.
Mhm.
So now what they're arguing is this could make it harder for women to vote. This is another realm of voter suppression.
Where are we going back to?
So
Back. Yeah.
Wanda B,
Making America great again.
Oh
how
my God.
They
how
didn't
do
read the
you
big
feel
beautiful bill long
Man.
enough.
as a woman, and knowing women that are married
Right.
that have taken on their husband's names, which is what most women do when they get married. Sometimes
Unless
women
they're
even
doctor.
they even hyphenate.
Yeah.
They use their maiden name and hyphenate it with their
Right.
married name. My sister did that.
Yeah.
So, but how do you feel about the empowerment of your vote being able to be cast? Will you?
I'm gonna do what's necessary now that I know that. I'm gonna go get my marriage certificate, divorce certificate. I'm getting all my certificates that prove the history of the name change.
Right.
And
I'm
your
gonna have my
passport.
birth.
Your passport works too.
I'm gonna get all everything and line it up and have it ready, because
Okay.
if it's to suppress my vote, I need to be aware, and
Mhm.
because I'm not sure where my birth certificate is, right, or any of those certificates, but I'm gonna
Which is the
find them
case.
all
And
and
then,
go pull them
yeah.
out the lockbox and put them ready. And when I go vote, I'm gonna bring it with me.
The whole
But
thing.
see,
and
that's they're hoping that people don't know
Cannot
where
produce.
their credentials are.
Yeah.
But
They're
I'm telling
hoping
you now, go
you don't
find
have your marriage certificate
They
to
don't-
show
Yeah.
because your marriage certificate shows your maiden name
Yeah.
and the name
Married
that you
in.
married
Yeah, yeah,
into.
yeah.
So, Lady Crystal, how do you feel as a woman about now? Remember, in history,
Mhm.
there was suffrage and women couldn't vote.
Right.
So now this is in 2026.
Right.
We're not only fighting for Black people to have the right to vote, but we're back at fighting for women
That's crazy.
to have the right to vote.
Yes.
That's
And
crazy.
I mean, it not just affect, well, as a woman, I feel like this is like very interesting, because it's not just going to affect Black women or white women. It's going to affect all women who fit in the category of I have changed my name since I got married, which is a lot of women.
Mhm.
But also it targets a specific generation too, because I think
Yes.
about, for example, my father, born to a midwife. There is almost no record of many of their births like in a certain generation.
That's
So
crazy.
they won't have a birth certificate to produce, or it won't be an
And they're
acceptable
the main
form.
voters. They know that they
Exactly.
vote.
Hey.
Exactly.
So that's why they're
Exactly.
So
going
there's
after
also
the
there's a
dissenters.
lot of layers as far
Yeah.
as like
Yes.
who they are suppressing, and it's very intentional. So like women is a key audience, and I love that, because
Mhm.
women are going to go up for civil discourse every time. I feel like it's going to be a big movement, especially when we put women together at the forefront of this issue. It's going to help everybody, but that's really the work that women do in society anyway.
What about the older women, like the really old women? Will they be able to take? Because they didn't have like birth certificates. Would they be able to take the
Real ID.
the
and
little? No, would they be able to take when they were born? When they were born, they had like a little a cement thing where they put their
No.
footprint.
stuff. No.
You
No,
can't show up with
it's not.
that's the
Some
little
hey,
show.
Earl,
Oh my
where they
God.
put their
The
footprint in it.
bronze
This
Hey, look,
dude.
where they put
This
Second,
dude.
I
You know
bring
who
my-
your president
You gonna bring
is.
your bronze shoes when you
He
go
gonna
vote?
bring his bronze
I ain't got
shoes.
no bronze shoes.
No.
I'm talking about the people.
He said, "I'm gonna
Hey,
bring my
They
bronze
gonna be able to bring
No.
their footprint.
That's me."
This
Let me
my
ask you a
name
question.
and my footprint.
So let me. You said you got to find you're not married, right?
No, I'm not.
So whenever you decide to get married, are you gonna hyphenate your name, or are you going to take on his name?
If it means I can't vote, I'm gonna just be myself
Yeah, there you go.
and
Cool.
be married.
And I would be cool with that. So if I ever want to get married and you want to get married, we can get married, because I'd be cool with that.
But if we need other guys to be cool with that, when women say, "Okay, I want to keep my name," that
Oh,
they
and-
don't
but
get
that's
upset.
the challenge.
Who,
That's
who
the
needs
challenge.
to be okay with that.
No,
Yeah.
but it's one of those things where, honestly, man, the way they do things in the government now. Let's go back to how it used to be. One of the things they did, they always want to keep the Black man out of the home. So they give the women Social Security, food stamps, money. They give them money as long as the man is not in the home.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a thing with the couple that I'm not going to be here because you're going to be able to take care of the kids, so I'm not going to be here. And that's one of those things where it separated our homes, our kids, and our families, and the men from the kids for
Mhm.
so long, and that's why we had so many problems. But it's all by design. And even this, going back to saying, that's why when you said it,
Can't
Fly
be
Guy,
a family without
I feel
our
like I'm
last
in a
name.
twilight zone.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
We're in
true.
2026, and you're saying that they're trying to make it where women can't vote again.
Brother, have you ever heard that
who
history
even-
repeats
who
itself?
woke
If
up?
you don't
Who
educate
woke up and
yourself on your
said that?
past,
Was
you
it
won't do
the president?
history repeats
It's in the
itself.
big beautiful bill.
It's
You should
in
take
the
a
big
moment.
beautiful.
That one.
Exactly.
You should
Yes.
take
It's
a
in the
moment and
big
read
That's
beautiful
what they
bill.
call
Have
it.
it.
They call it the big beautiful
And,
bill.
and
That's
here's
what
another
they
I thought
thing.
it was called. What was it? No, it
A
was
big
No,
beautiful
he's
bill.
talking
They call it-
about
25.
Project
Project
2025.
Yeah, it all wraps into
It's
All
all
of
wrapped up.
that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
to Lady Crystal's point. That's why it was important for people to read that
Yeah.
prior to the election.
I read the
Now,
Cliff Notes.
Don't get me
that's the
wrong.
problem.
There was
No,
a
but
lot.
You know how long that was?
Yes,
There
that's
was
the
a
point.
lot. There was. If you
That's
want to
the
keep
point.
a
Did you read the whole
secret,
thing?
No, of course not.
That's my point.
That's the point.
That's
though.
my point.
That's the
But
point.
if you-
at least y'all aware though.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't
Right.
vote probably.
No, we
based on
voted.
that.
but
I
if
saw
you want to
enough.
keep a secret,
We saw enough to know what.
Which way
if
back?
you want to keep a secret,
Yeah.
put it in the book because people don't
Exactly.
like to read.
That's right.
So when
Some
they
people don't like to
created
read.
Project
Put it
2025,
in the middle of the book.
then
Mhm.
they knew that no one was going to necessarily sit down
I don't
and
even
read
think
all of
he
that.
read
If
all that.
anybody, it
He
was
didn't.
very few
They just
people.
tell him what
But
to do.
all of that,
Sign
all
this.
of that is a part of the big beautiful bill, Project 2025.
Mhm.
All of that is integrated
Yes.
as one.
Yes.
This man is doing exactly as he said he was going to do. Now, what
Yes,
I
he
am
is.
hoping that women do is I hope that women come forward and act on this, that there are protests about it because they're trying to extract your right to vote. They're trying to take that away from you. Now,
Mm.
we thought women were going to show up more voting for Kamala Harris because she was fighting for you to have the right to your body. She was fighting for you to be pro-choice if you want. However,
Mhm.
she was fighting for women equal pay.
Yes.
She was fighting for equality for women. And a lot of women turned up to not vote Kamala Harris. They voted Trump because they saw that a white man was to be stronger, considered to be stronger than a qualified black woman.
Hmm.
So I'm hoping that all women, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Philippine, whatever your nationality is, if you are born female gender and you have registered to vote, especially if you are married and you take your spouse's name, make sure you get your credentials. Make sure that you fight
Yeah.
for the cause that impacts you.
Yes.
Because this is one thing that's not on the chopping block for black men.
Yes.
Now, something might come up the pipe for
Yeah.
us.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
But
go-
this part right
Ways
here,
for-
well, this part right here is about women
This is
voting.
about-
This
this is
has
about
nothing
women.
to
But
do
you
with
still
men.
have to have your birth certificate. And
Right.
Some people won't have their birth certificate
Or a
seniors,
passport.
or the
So a lot of
passport.
people don't have passports.
I have
So
a
it does
passport and
affect
my
more
birth
than just
certificate.
women.
Yeah.
Well, if
Because
you don't have a
it affects
passport,
that.
at least get a real ID.
Yeah,
Please
definitely
get a
At
real
least
ID.
get a real ID.
Definitely get a
because
real
that
ID.
is
Start
helpful.
locating your birth certificate.
Yes.
Real
Yes.
talk. The shame cycle with living a double life.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Oh,
I know we all know
Uh-oh.
somebody
Uh-oh.
that lives a double life.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Well, we can't say
Lady
their name.
Wanda.
Don't say their name.
don't say my name.
Don't point them
Wanda
out.
B.
What?
Let me
You said you
ask
wasn't gonna
you.
say my
Now,
name.
Wanda B, let's say, just for the sake of this conversation, that Wanda B, you have this polished therapist that you go to that's helping you with the structure of your family, that's helping to be the
Why you
calm
sure?
in the storm. But you find out that your therapist is living a double life as a stripper
Oh.
Oh.
to
That's a double
support
life?
her addiction at night.
Addiction.
Well, that is a double life because she's a professional
What's she
counselor
addicted to?
helping you.
The pole.
I don't know what her addiction could be. The drugs. Her addiction could be the alcohol.
trying to
She
pay
could
for
have an addiction.
school.
I said
That
her
ain't my
addiction.
business. You still my therapist, girl.
That- it
I
don't
So you
matter.
don't have a problem with her double life as your therapist and then riding the pole at night. But she's this polished therapist. She's telling you what you need to do and how you need to clean up your act because that's what a therapist does. They
Yeah.
counsel.
I'm
Now
fine.
she telling you what you need to get in order, but she out here on the pole at night.
That's
when it
just a
get
job,
dark
Fly
out
Guy.
there,
Good at it.
with that. That doesn't bother me.
That's a job, fly guy.
That's her-
it
That has-
doesn't matter that,
that-
it's a job.
but
It's
that-
a double
She's
life.
helping
But it
me
doesn't
with
have.
is
What
for
does that
me.
have? What does her stripping on the
Yeah,
pole have to do with her in the daytime
Helping
counseling
me.
and helping?
It has
her?
everything to do
How?
with
You
it.
said
Because
a stripper can't
it
be a
has
counselor.
everything to do with it because
Right. She
you're
can't be on the pole. and
you're
telling
living
me
a life as this professional, affluent respectable person that's coaching someone and
It's
telling them
I got a
how
question.
they need to get their life together.
I have a question.
And you riding the
That's the point.
pole every night
have a
after
question.
dark.
I have a question because you seem really, really, really passionate about this.
I am passionate.
Did you
about
find
it.
out that your counselor was a stripper?
You saw her when you went.
Because I'm looking in your eyes. Hey, look. Fly guy came to his counseling session, and he was like, "Is that
Why-
glitter on your
Why
face?"
is every episode of Real Talk does he try to make it about Fly Guy?
Because you're so passionate.
I
Fly
am
Guy.
passionate about it.
Normally
Because
when-
I don't think that living a double life is healthy. I think you should live your best
But
life,
that's
and you
you.
should live out
Maybe
loud.
that's her
So,
best life.
If you a stripper, then acknowledge that
But
up front.
maybe that's her
But
best
you-
life.
It's not about you needing to know. It's about the double life standard. It's pretend.
Like
Okay,
for,
but
It's
for
can I
like
ask-
being
principles
can
and
I ask-
morality.
Exactly.
Can I ask
Thank
one
you,
question?
Lady
Wait.
Crystal.
Okay, so I have a
Thank you,
question.
Lady
What
Crystal.
about, for example, we've seen a lot of situations, and this is why like the Black church is a big topic. We've seen a lot of situations of like leaders of flocks go left and have a double life.
That's a
also
double life.
that comes out. So, but you have two classes of thought. One is let that person still preach the word and separate the word from the person delivering
Yeah,
it.
people do that.
And the other side is cancel all of that, cancel the church altogether.
Mm.
So how do you, is there a middle ground?
Well, I think that if you're going to be a leader in the
Mhm.
faith-based community, that you should lead the flock.
Based
Mhm.
There
on
are
the
people
word.
that don't think that people that are leading the church pastors should
Mhm.
go into politics.
Oh,
I-
right.
There are
Could
people
agree.
that don't
I-
think that.
Yeah.
I
I
could
agree
with that
separation of
sometimes.
church and state.
So
Yeah.
once again,
Yeah.
I don't think your stripper should be the counselor.
The counselor
I
should be
think
the
that
stripper.
if you're gonna have a counselor, then you need to have a counselor and let her strip and let that be.
But what if
whether
she's a good counselor?
What if
she-
I never
But
know?
she could be a good stripper.
Yeah, exactly. So why-
Glitter might get her money on,
But
baby.
why can't-
Glitter might be getting her
But
money
wait,
on.
he just gave her a name. I told y'all
She
got to
Gloria during the day and glitter at night.
She right.
See-
She Gloria in the day.
See?
She Gloria counseling.
Well,
Look, she
I
counseling.
don't care
She
what
counseling
exists
Wanda
somewhere.
B.
Yeah,
Now,
that's-
Simeon,
Let me ask
let
one
me
question,
propose.
one
Let me
question.
present this.
I'm
Let
good
me
with
present
glitter.
to you, brother.
Call us if you know somebody living a double life.
Yes.
Call us if you know a stripper named Glitter.
708-223-8953. Go Glitter.
We want to hear.
Hey,
Simeon, how would you
I appreciate
respond
you got a
if
big
you
booty.
found out you have a son?
yeah.
How would you respond if you found out the mentor to your son that your son was going to after school for an after school matters and motivational program and learning was a drug dealer at night?
Oh wow. Okay.
So see, now the trajectory changes.
No, it
Change.
has
No,
not.
that's-
Let
big
me-
booty
let-
don't matter.
Let me.
It
let me
don't
see.
have to be equivalent.
Yeah, it
a
is,
double
it
life
is.
is a double life.
Okay, let me answer my. Can I answer the question?
Yes.
Because today,
Well,
y'all
lady,
let me answer
well,
nothing.
Wanda
No.
B chimed in on your
I'm
question.
about to put
I was
Earl's
asking
wig
a
on.
Oh, don't blow it off.
Earl, let me use that
Don't
wig,
blow it
Earl.
off.
Let me
his
borrow
hair.
that. Let me borrow that. Thank you, Earl. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. All right,
Oh my
now
God.
here we go. Test your glasses.
That look good on
You
you.
needed a
Test your
double
glasses.
life.
I'm gonna answer now.
You may want to clean. You're not gonna be able to see nothing out.
Now, Simeon has gone to the bathroom. This is Dr. Frugengarter. So now, if I found out that my son, his mentor and his after-school mentor that he listens to,
His after school matters
he
mentor.
looks up to and everything, found out that he was a drug dealer. Well, I would have to say that I'm around this drug dealer because drug dealing, unlike stripping, glitter, and a drug dealer, two different jobs. One is harmless. It makes people
Is
happy.
stripper,
And make
Is it
no, listen. Let me finish.
is the stripper
What-
the one that's
The
harmless?
stripper is the one that's harmless because she makes
So
people
I'm an
happy.
adult.
She makes people happy. She they leave with a smile on their face. But the only thing about it is,
Whoa.
maybe,
and the drug addict
maybe
leaves
they-
with a smile on their face.
So,
but
wait. But the drugs, you can die from drugs. So I will say that
If
you
some
can die
men's
from
wives
drugs.
find out
Not
what they
on-
be doing, they can die from
Not only
stripping.
die from drugs, but you can get killed. You might have to kill someone. There's a lot of violence involved. So we're not going to compare glitter and a drug dealer together. And kids are impressionable. So Fly Guy, I think Simeon, Miss Chicago would say he wouldn't want his son to be around this drug dealer
The mentor.
The mentor. Yeah.
Don't call him
yeah.
the drug dealer
Yeah.
because that's what you knew him as. That's how you came to know him.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
you came to know Gloria
Right.
as a counselor.
Yeah.
If you had known she was a stripper, you might not have gone to her.
I don't know.
You see, now she
Probably.
raising a brow.
Yeah.
Now she raising a
There's
brow.
some
You see
wisdom.
how the trajectory
You know,
changes? You see
I
how it
think-
changes?
Wisdom.
If I had said, if she told me,
I still would have been.
There's some wisdom in
Hey,
glitter,
hey.
you know.
Hey.
In the brow.
if
Whoa.
Wanda B came to me and said, I need a counselor, can you recommend somebody? Yeah, I know my girl Glitter.
go after
She's a
hours to this
stripper.
Well, you gotta
She's
think about it.
Gloria in the daytime.
Well, her name. Listen, her name is Wanda B. The B could be for beautiful, or the B could be for
Now, Lady
bodacious,
Crystal.
or the B could be for booty.
Now, Lady Crystal,
I'm just
how
saying,
would you
hey.
respond?
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
She might speak
I'm gonna-
just to your situation.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm gonna go get Simbo for you guys.
All right, we'll
Bring it back.
Now, Lady
Bye,
Crystal,
Professor.
how would you respond
What was Professor talking about?
if Lady Crystal, this is for you. How would you respond if the lady you live next door to all of your life,
Mm.
who led the Girl Scout
Uh-oh.
troop that you were once a part of,
This man. come
you
on.
found out that she was a streetwalker?
Oh.
You saw her leaving out her house every night at
Oh.
11:45, just before the clock strikes midnight. So you decide you're gonna do a drive-by one. Let me see where Miss Shirley going.
Right. Miss Shirley.
You drive down the 4th and
Call her
Main,
Barbara.
and Miss Shirley, and you see Miss Shirley in lace catsuit.
Uh-oh.
On the corner.
Wait, what was she
And
before she was a
Stepping
hoe?
out.
She was the Girl Scout troop.
Gloria's
Oh,
mother.
wow.
She was the leader of the Girl Scout troop that Lady Crystal was once a part of. Remember,
Me
she
and Glitter was Girl Scouts together.
Oh, man.
remember she grew up. She lived on the same block with this lady.
Right.
They lived in the same community. So she had a lot of love and respect and admiration for this lady.
Hey,
But
Miss
now
Shirley.
you find out at night her double
It
life
goes
is
down.
she was a streetwalker.
That's
So
kinda
she's
crazy.
but
I mean,
it
but
was-
Can you let Lady Crystal
Okay.
respond?
I'm sorry.
I will say cookies don't make that much. So
She's
you
selling
know, Miss
cookies.
Right.
Miss Shirley might have to do what she got to do.
Miss.
But
But she's selling
I-
cookie in another way.
yeah, she's selling all types
Hey,
of cookies.
she's selling cookies in the day and she's selling cookies at night. Go ahead, Lady C. I'm sorry.
I sell Thick Mints.
What?
I sell
What?
Thick Mints.
What? Wait a minute. Fish mints. Come on. Go ahead.
Whoa.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
Wait.
Go ahead.
So yeah, I will say that is probably not the best example for a young lady to have a streetwalker as a mentor.
Would you be disappointed? How would you feel emotionally?
I don't think I would feel disappointed. Probably shocked. That would probably be
Right.
some like real hot tea. Like I would have to share it with everybody.
And
Like
you don't seem like
Now
you-
she gonna gossip about the one.
I would listen. I'm hitting the group
Look.
chat like y'all will
Look.
not believe who I just saw.
Y'all see it.
Pictures and
Hot
all.
tea.
Listen, piping hot. I would be ready to send it on. But
Mm.
no, I don't think I would be like upset with her about it.
Yeah.
I probably would be the one to ask her, like, Miss Shirley, did I
Miss
see you last
Shirley,
night?
night. What was happening?
Would you ask her for a loan?
Alone?
Alone.
What was-
No. I'd be
No.
like, Miss Shirley, better buy these cookies. I'm not.
But there are stigmas around a double life, and the
Definitely,
stigmas are multifaceted, deeply tied to societal expectations of what
Yeah.
I was saying with Wanda B: honesty, consistency, and conformity.
Yeah.
And that's what we want people to be. If you have a counselor, once again, she should be the counselor and not the stripper. That's it.
Wait.
Consistency.
For me, it's like
and
my workout.
honesty
If she is eating
and
bad
conformity.
no, you can't be my workout.
And if you're gonna be
person
You
the
can't do my hair if your
mentor,
hair don't
you
look
need
good.
to mentor young people and help them reach their full potential in life.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be the Girl Scout troop leader,
Just be
you
who
need
you
to
are.
help these young ladies understand the essence of finer womanhood. That is it. That is all. It is time for the
Yeah.
person-to-person segment,
I'm
and this is where we dive into a situation. And Lady Crystal on deck is tonight's letter. You
All
can
right.
sound off.
Let's do it.
Y'all notice he don't let me read it no more because he think he can read better than me.
Okay,
Lady
greetings, Real
Crystal, you
Talk.
are on
Don't
deck.
do that,
Yes.
Wanda.
Y'all are a joy to listen to. I noticed you recently added 2 new complimenting intellectuals to the show. Lady Crystal, hey, and Wanda B.
Hey.
Kudos, ladies, to joining the gentlemen. Well, thank you. The show offers great topics, but I must admit my favorite segment is the Real Talk letter.
Okay.
Me too. The letters are
Bring
drama
it
filled.
on.
I have a little family drama of my own. I
Uh-oh.
finally developed enough courage to write it in. Mm.
Ooh.
Well, Real Talk, here's a situation I hope you can help with. I think my daughter has lost her mind. After many years of
I got a
exciting
therapist for her.
conversation, right? Glitter can call you, girl. After many years of exciting conversations with my daughter Kenya regarding her interest to matriculate into college, she recently told me and her father that attending a 4-year university is no longer on her bucket list. She said attending a 4-year university is a waste of money. When I asked my daughter what she plans to do with her life as far as establishing a career for herself, my daughter replied that her goal is to become a social media influencer. Therefore, she now wants to go to junior college to earn an associate's degree while working online to build up her social media following. First of all, this is a problem for me on so many levels. There is no guarantee that my overly influenced by social media daughter is going to have a fan base contributing to her social media status, granting her the ability to monetize. Secondly, what kind of health benefits does social media offer influencers? Lastly, how is she going to support herself long term relying on social media? I must add this feedback led to a heated family discussion. My husband and I want the best for our daughter. We both represent Black excellence as affluent HBCU graduates. I attended Xavier University in my hometown of New Orleans. My husband attended Prairie View A&M University. I'm a proud member of a Black Greek letter sorority. Which one, girl? My husband is a proud member of a Black Greek letter fraternity.
Which one, homie?
African American kids don't understand opportunities are somewhat limited due to the racial divide. Real talk, I think my daughter is delusional. Real talk, what advice can you offer to persuade my daughter to embrace reality and not a dream? Signed, trying to convince my daughter not to limit her future.
Okay.
Woo,
I got
girl.
a good one for this.
I think that the young lady needs to find college. I think that
Find
should be.
something.
I don't know that. I know that social media is big, especially amongst the next generation,
Mhm.
and I know that they're into influencers. But realistically, is
Yeah.
that a salary? Is that going to pay your bills? Is that going, like the mother said? What kind of health benefit are you going to get? Blue Cross and Blue Shield
That's
off
one
of
in
being
Instagram, don't
$500.
get BCBG.
No,
exactly.
Yes.
Are you gonna get that? And thank you. Shout out to New Orleans, because this lady referenced that she was
Hey.
in New Orleans.
Yes.
So we have New Orleans listeners. Everybody is tuned
Yes.
in and tapped into Real Talk. That's
Tap in,
phenomenal.
tap in.
But I don't think that realistically
No.
she's going to make it as a social media influencer. I think that can be an extra strand of income, but I wouldn't put all my eggs in the basket. Wanda B, what you think?
Okay, I've actually had a daughter who she didn't want to be a social media influencer,
Mhm.
but she did want to go to a 4-year college. And so then I just introduced her to the trades.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go.
There's a place in the Chicagoland area called Chicago Women Trades.
Mhm.
And they
Yes.
will introduce you to
I
every
heard that.
trade out there. And my daughter
Yes.
found she liked welding.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
wanted to
nice.
be a welder.
And they
that's
make
what she
money.
went to school with. And they make $45 an hour starting.
Yes, that's a lot
Okay.
of money.
So to me, now, but this girl, she wants to be a social media influencer.
She's gonna end up leading a double life.
Yes.
Oh my
She's
God.
gonna
For
be
social media.
She's gonna
Social
because if
media.
she's doing social media, then that means her night job. She's gonna be Little Miss Glitter.
No, that's not what that means.
No, that don't
That
mean
does
that.
not mean
Okay,
that.
have
We
you
always
guys
give the worst
time out.
advice to the
Listen,
listener.
have you guys watched social media? These girls are on there shaking it fast.
On your social media.
No,
Right,
all
it's
yours too.
not
That does
mine.
not
It
come
pops up.
across mine.
It pops up on every
It is
time.
not on my
Okay,
algorithm.
don't do that, Lady Crystal. Don't sit up here and tell that
Let me
story.
ask you this.
I don't. If you got social
Uh,
media at
don't
some
turn it
point
on.
while you were scrolling, a booty then flashed across your screen.
That's
I don't care what you.
yours.
No, not mine. My friends, they send it to me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, don't send me this.
Right.
I am
No more.
a pure man of God. I don't want.
Now,
I do not want
I'm
to
no
see.
longer.
Don't strike. Let me move.
Let me slide over to.
Right.
Hey, y'all
Oh
don't
my
judge
God.
me.
Double life.
I don't.
man.
I don't watch
It's-
pornography on
So
TV
to
anymore.
avoid having
Anymore.
your daughter be
I
a
said
girl
anymore.
whose booty Simeon sees on his feed,
What? I don't want.
let me help. I think this is a real common thing now with like this generation where they don't see the benefit in going to a
They don't want to
4-year
work.
They don't. But also it's, I mean, I can understand it. Like seeing my generation weighed down by the debt, the debt that it takes to be successful, to get to that higher salary, that higher tax bracket. As a Black person, I'm not going to say every person, but especially as Black educated individuals, there are a lot of my friends who got laid off during this new
unemployed
regime.
educated people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of feelings around, did I waste my time? Should I have followed my dream? Should I have gone after this creative idea that I had? And there's a lot of people actually going into that. So there is that. But also I think it's important for her to understand the importance of hard work. There are certain core principles that she has to have in order to succeed in anything.
There you go.
So if she does want to go and get an associate's degree, make sure it's something that is useful and not majoring in clay making 101. Just find something that will lead to income, even if it is like some sort of like additional income or something that she could see herself growing into. But maybe 4 year upfront is not for her. Maybe she goes to the associate's degree and says, you know what, I do want my bachelor's.
But ladies, see,
you know what, I do want a master's.
Yeah.
And so
Yes.
let her kind of find her way, but guide her and let her know that hard work cannot be substituted for anything else. And that there are that you have to do in this life. And one thing is have education.
You have to. And I think that this family, I think the parents are struggling because they're looking at this young lady being a part of the legacy that they created. They went to an HBCUs. They named the schools. They named the experience. They identified themselves as a fluent HBCU graduate. So they represent Black excellence, and they want that for their daughter.
Yeah.
And they also understand that it's hard out here. What young people have to understand is the playing field for Black and brown children is not the same as it is for other people. And so if this couple doesn't have a business to hand them like some people have. This couple doesn't have $1 million to put in a bank account and say, okay, start this business, and if it fails, you have us to fall back on. This family doesn't have that. So what they're trying to do is instill in her where the options are. The options is nothing wrong with junior college, it's nothing wrong with trade school, but there are more options at a 4-year university. If you go to Spelman and you decide that you want to go into medicine, but then by the time you get ready to graduate, you decide you want to go into journalism or you want to go into law, you can always change your major. You want to be an engineer, whatever that may look like. When you go to a trade school, it's specifically one-dimensional, basically. You have to follow that narrative.
Well, for an associate's, you could, I think, even if she did like the general, like getting the 101s, English 101, math 101, and then deciding, okay, this is what I want to major in, that's gonna also save her money and time.
And here's the, you guys don't always crack jokes, but here's the serious Simeon, the educated Simeon, the motivational Simeon. I first of all commend her for going to get her associate's degree, at least wanting to go to school, because some kids don't want to go to school at all. So I commend her for that. And another thing, I want the parents to understand this, and it's something I had to learn as a dad. Your journey is not her journey. I had to say that. And when I say that, what you need to do is, if she's going to get her associates, then meet her where she's at and try to encourage her as she's going through that. So encourage her because she's going to school. That's one. And while she's doing her social media thing and everything, and look at how it's balancing out. If it's not going where she needs it to go, but she's still in school, tell her, say, hey, well, I see you really trying to do that, but I'm glad you're still getting your degree. Now, what you need to do is just keep going to school, keep working at it while you're trying to do this. And if that means you're going to a 4-year school while you're trying to do that, I need you to do that. But what you have to do is try to meet her where she's at and let her understand how important the education that she's getting is. And don't look at what you did and what you accomplished and want her to accomplish exactly what you did. You want her to be successful. You want her to be better, but don't press upon her that you want her to be like you.
And I think
because they're individuals.
And I think that hits the nail on the head. So we hope that you have taken the advice that we have each offered. We hope that you and your daughter and your husband are able to come to a happy medium. And we here at Real Talk do not think your daughter is delusional. No. She's just going down her path, her way. That's it. That's all. Are teachers properly managing the classroom? Well, the San Francisco Unified School District gave them a 6% increase as of February 13th, 2026. Now, in the classroom, we know that all kind of mayhem breaks out. We had a Dear Real Talk letter a few months back where a young lady, a teacher, snatched a phone out of a child's hand, and everybody was calling in and talking about what the teacher shouldn't have done and what the teacher shouldn't have did and all of that. Well, Fly Guy is of the mindset that a kid needs to be in a kid's place. And here's the deal. It's more students in the classroom. Teachers are now asking for an assistant. Well, when I was in school, it was 30 kids in the room, and it was one teacher. Wasn't no teacher's assistant. Y'all need to man up, teachers. You're getting a 6% increase. You're getting a 6% increase. There's a 6% increase on expectancy. You need to go in there and do what you do. I kudos to the lady that snatched the phone because she stepped up out the place. She came from behind the snatched that phone because he should have been disrespectful.
Yeah, I know that.
They are. These
but
kids
I'm surprised.
Are something else.
I'm surprised that you, Fly Guy.
What you surprised at?
Because you know how these kids can be in that classroom.
I know how they can be
why
in the
would
classroom,
you say that?
And that's why the teacher needs to stand their ground like that lady did.
You know,
you can't be soft in the classroom.
All of these teachers are not like us, Fly Guy. There are a lot of stuff. I saw a teacher, a kindergarten teacher, ran out when I was teaching. She ran out in the hallway. She was crying, and I said, "What's the?" I ain't gonna say her name. What's the matter? What's what? And she said, "She kicked me." And I said, "She, as in
a student,
the 5-year-old kindergarten that kicked you?" And you're running out crying. And I want to tell her, lady, if you don't get your A back up in there and suck it up. But it was a white lady. It was a white lady.
Black, white, otherwise. Step up to the plate.
In the black school, trying to be the savior of the little nigglets.
No,
but you cannot be if you cannot take a kick in the shin.
Well, in the Bay Area of San Francisco, they reached a tentative $183 million deal. Once again, $183 million deal to end a teacher strike. Can we get some of that in Chicago? I think CPS could benefit from that.
Man,
well, give it to the teachers.
$183 million. And that included a 5 to 6% equivalent salary increase over 2 years for teachers. Kudos to the teachers and staff in San Francisco, but you got to step it up. I'm expecting more. 6%. That lady was the example that snatched that phone.
But she had to be from the old school.
But Fly Guy, you know how these kids are, man. You gotta get the teachers a break, bro.
Hey,
these
brother,
kids.
now,
but not only that, though.
I had one
but
teacher.
Wait.
30 plus kids in the classroom.
But wait, Fly
Guy. Miss Green didn't play.
Fly Guy. But that was then. You can't do that now. You say anything, but not only that, lady. See,
but that's not the teacher's problem. That you the mom and you let your kid cuss you out at home.
But if you say the wrong thing to the kid, you're losing your job. I know this. I've seen this. True. Unless you now, people like me is a little different because I got a relationship and a rapport with the parents and everything. But regular teachers, they say I've seen them say, "Stop it," sit down, and the kids have lied on them, saying, "Oh, they cussed me out," and the kid in the classroom cussing like a sailor. Well, but soon as the teacher say sit your A down, now you can't cuss at me, but you can say all kind of F-bombs and all that. But now I can't say sit your A down. That's what I'm saying. The level field is not, the playing field is not level anymore.
Well, I'm just happy for the teachers in the Bay Area because 183 million Fly Guy can use a little bit.
I'm moving there.
Before we jump into sports, we do want to give kudos to Michael B. Jordan, who won Outstanding Performance by a male actor in a leading role at the 2026 Actor Awards, formerly the SAG Awards, on March 1st, and for his dual role in Sinners. Now, Michael B. Jordan was a double. He was smoking stack in Sinners.
Yes.
And he received an award for outstanding performance. And I am excited for the brother. Michael B. Jordan is just the GOAT of all things.
Won for best movie too.
They won for best movie too.
Yes. Sinners
it's about time.
Yes. Sinners was a good movie. Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler
directed.
I can't wait until I win my SAG, my Actors Award.
I was really curious.
Yes.
What do the ballots look like? How do you all vote?
What it look like? So now
Electronically?
everything's electronic.
It's all
So
electronic.
I am a member of the Screen Actors Guild. So I voted. We vote, and that's the cool thing about being in the union. We vote, and I need to start. I've only gone one time, but I need to start going back to the Actors Awards.
This would have been a good one
because
to go
yes,
to.
it would have
Yes,
been
it
a great
would've
one to
been.
go
Historic.
to
Definitely.
because one day I'm going to get one, whether it's
Yes, you
supporting
are.
You will
or whatever,
join a
Yes.
special
and I would
club.
join that special club
Yes,
because
you
I'm a
will, brother.
special guy.
Now, last week we talked about
Dr.
Moving
Floggenstein.
right along.
last week we talked about comedians being in the hot seat,
Mm.
and interesting enough, it was Mike Epps who was on
Yeah,
Deion Cole's podcast.
And now
Deion Cole
that's my boy. I
is
don't
in
care
the
what
hot
nobody say.
seat for poking fun at Nicki Minaj
Chicago's
and
very
Donald
own.
Trump.
Man,
He
ain't in
said
no
what
hot
Nicki
seat.
Minaj has in her butt must be in her brain.
And
I-
he
And
Where's
the
the
wasn't
lie?
lying.
Minaj fans
We were
lying.
talking
have
about Nicki
gone
Minaj
crazy.
too.
he wasn't
Right.
lying.
But the Nicki Minaj fans, which I'm surprised
Oh,
at
they
because I
gave-
thought
Don't
she
mess
was
with the Barbies.
canceled.
Crazy.
But I thought she was canceled
no, her
because
fans are like
of
her.
her rapport with
Yeah.
Trump and
Yeah, no.
Erica.
No,
They
Fro-
love her.
not her.
That
to
see, that's
death.
just crazy.
Who?
It's like the
Who love her?
beehive. Her fans,
Oh,
the barbs.
That's-
the barb. What are they called?
The barbs.
The barbs. Are you a barb?
That's just
I'm not
crazy.
a
Are you a
to me.
barb?
My daughter is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not a
That's
barb.
I think that's just
I stopped
crazy
listening.
to me. But nonetheless,
She said,
Deion Cole gave a long rebuttal to everything, and I don't think whereas Mike Epps was joking about people in real situations that are sensitive to them. This
Mhm.
is real, but I think that it's no surprise that people are not applauding Nicki Minaj for her support of Donald Trump and the Republican Party and latching on to things that she has
Mhm.
tried to attach herself to.
But they were coming at
So-
Deion crazy. They were talking about his mom, and she.
Oh
passed
yeah, they
away.
talked
But
about
look,
his
all
yeah,
first
they
of all-
said all kinds of
like
stuff.
it was
First of
way
all-
left.
first of
His
all-
mom's
first of
passed,
all-
so
first of
that's
all,
crazy.
Dion, do your thing. You
You're a
got jokes on top
comedian.
of jokes on top of
Yeah,
jokes.
you're
Light
funny.
they up.
And you a Shy City brother.
Light 'em up.
You
and
from
he's
the
funny.
Shy
He's
brother,
a
and we
funny guy.
got your
That's my.
back.
I used to hang out with Deion Cole. He is dope. He's a great brother. He a real brother. So hey,
He just said what
and
we
he
were
is a
thinking.
comedian. So they're gonna talk crazy. They're gonna say what they want to say, and they're gonna get it in. So
Talking about your situation that you created. So
Yes.
Simbo,
Yes,
take us into sports.
well, a few things have been happening that I can't believe. In your favorite team, the Detroit Lions, they trade David Montgomery to the
Yes.
Texans hours after star running back scoffed at rumors of move. Now, the Lions are trading star running back David Montgomery to the Houston Texans for a 4th-round draft pick, a 7th-round draft pick, and offensive lineman Juice Scruggs, according to multiple records. Now, the Lions will receive a 2026 4th-round draft pick and a 2027 7th-round draft pick, the sources said. Montgomery had 2,506 yards and 33 touchdowns in 3 seasons with the Lions. He was always on my fantasy team. I always bet on him, and I won money with him because he's a dope running back. Detroit, what the hell is wrong with you that you would get rid of this man?
It's gonna be weird seeing him
he's-
in a different
but not only that,
uniform.
he's young, man. He's a franchise running back. He's a franchise tag running back.
what did
Why?
he or what did he do to get
No,
traded?
who did he piss off?
What I understand is it was a money issue because they need to pay Jahmyr Gibbs, and so that's
See,
where the balance came.
That's
from.
what that was my next point. Now they also have Gibbs. Now you had Gibbs and Montgomery, one of the most dynamic 1-2 punches in the NFL when it came to running backs. Both of them scored multiple touchdowns in the same game. Both of them had a lot of yards. So now it becomes Montgomery. Now he wants that money and he deserves it. But now Detroit evidently don't have the money to give all of them. So they let him go. But bad move. I think it's a bad move. So we're gonna keep going and we're gonna see what happens to the Fly Guys, Detroit Lions. They ain't gonna be in the playoffs again like last year, but it's cool. The Kansas City Chiefs informed right tackle Jawan Taylor that he will be released before the start of the NFL's new league year, barring a trade sources tell. Now, the move will save the Chiefs $20 million. Here goes that money again. It's all about the money and the
It's
salary
always
cap
about the
It's
dollar.
big
and who
business.
you can get,
It's
right?
business.
And we know that the Chiefs need some people because they got their butts handed to them this season. And then Patrick Mahomes went out. He probably won't be playing this season as well. So the Kansas City are in a rebuilding era. Now, the Spurs, let's talk about basketball. Now, the Spurs, Luke Cornett, he slams Hawks Magic City night. What message does this send to the women? Okay,
See,
Magic
there we
City.
go back at strippers.
Now we
Magic
going-
City
now,
is a strip
Miss
club
Glitter.
in
They got
Atlanta.
Magic City in Madrid.
Ms. Glitter, aka Wanda B's therapist. Now,
She get
The
good
double
advice.
life.
the
Good job.
Atlanta Hawks Magic City night announcement had the whole NBA talking, but no, not everyone's on board with honoring a strip club during a game. We got to draw the
Just
line.
give
Double
us
lives.
the stats. Now he gonna give us the we
Double
got to draw
lives.
the line.
Okay,
Don't
listen.
nobody want your stripper.
Listen,
Double live, right?
Right.
listen.
Glitter.
Okay,
is,
here we
it's
go.
Not,
Okay.
It's not so great.
Okay. Big man Luke Cornett, he's bashing the move as disrespectful to women. Now, the 30-year-old center wrote a letter to the organization on Medium where he stated he would like to respectfully ask that Atlanta Hawks cancel this promotional night with Magic City. Now, my question is this. When they honor them and they come
You
out,
gotta read the rest
oh,
because that's
but I know
important.
I can say this. I know this. Okay, let me read it, guys, because they're
Please.
so
This-
technical.
this is
They know
important.
I had a learning disability. I know this stuff, so I read it off my mind. But I'm gonna read it off the paper today. So the NBA should desire to protect and esteem women, many of whom work diligently every day to make this the best basketball league in the world, Cornette said. We should promote an atmosphere that is protective and respectful of the daughters, wives, sisters, mothers, and partners that we know and love.
But what about the WNBA?
Look,
So he
But
wants
the
this.
WNBA exists.
He wants to
They
honor
are not
them.
paying them either.
He wants
he's saying that they
They
shouldn't
might be able
have
to go to
it
Magic City.
because going to a strip club is not honoring and upholding women.
right. That's
He's saying that you should
that they
treat
shouldn't. They shouldn't have it.
exactly that
Right.
you shouldn't have it. That you should honor women like you do your wives, your
Yes.
sisters. So
So
that's how men are taught. You treat a woman like you would want somebody to treat your
But
mother. Your
my
sister.
thought is, if they honor them at the game, what are they doing? Are they coming out,
It's a
boobs
lot of
out?
women-
Are they
it's
coming
a-
out with thongs on?
No.
And it's kids in the. I'm
What
just
he's
saying, you're
saying-
honoring.
What it is.
You're
It's a lot
honoring
of women
strip club.
behind. It's a lot of women behind the NBA.
Yeah.
So he's saying there are a lot of women that's associated with the success of the NBA behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And it is. It's a lot of women behind the scenes.
And
that's
there's a lot of
associated with
women
the
in Magic
NFL.
City that had babies
But
by NBA
the
players.
that could be. But you're having an outing at a strip club, which some people might feel that's exploiting women. When the Chicago Bears no longer have the Honey Bears because Virginia Hallins thought that was exploiting
Yeah,
women.
yeah.
She thought it was distasteful.
Yeah.
So for as much as people champion for the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders
Mhm.
in Chicago, the president and CEO of the Chicago Bears organization thought different of that.
Mhm.
So it's the same thing with that.
Yeah. So I just don't. It's just, man, it's a slippery slope, and you have to always you pay attention to what's going on and what people are saying and what they're doing. But some things have their place, and some things just need to be in the place that it's at.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the best way I can say that. I don't really think the NBA game
No, where
is the
families
place
are, no.
where family and kids and everything is the place to honor.
That's
That's
Atlanta.
not the place.
That's
No,
Atlanta.
That's true. No, I know, but I'm saying
That's
I
very
know it's
Atlanta.
Atlanta, but it's not the place to do
That's
that.
not the
It
But
really
it's
is.
a cultural staple in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Magic City. is.
But yeah, for the freaks.
no, for the people.
No, for the
No,
freaks.
well, you don't have to
Well,
be a freak to go to a
you
strip
don't.
club.
It's
Yeah, you
for the
do.
people.
No.
You got to be. Come on,
No,
man.
that's
Stop
not
You
playing
don't
with
have
this
to
black
be a
guy.
That's
freak
not
to go
true.
to a strip
Do
club.
I
That's
need to
not
bring
true.
Dr.
To
Frusion
go-
Glaja back out here?
to go to a strip club.
Do I need to bring? No, you're right. You don't have to be a freak to go to a strip. You got to be a freak to go to a strip club multiple times.
Well,
I don't think so.
I don't know, but we'll put that. We'll leave that. We'll leave that.
Sounds
for
like
another
Lady
episode.
Crystal and Fly Guy frequent
We'll
strip
leave-
clubs.
We'll leave that for another episode.
Can I go?
But Lady Crystal,
In my therapy.
take us out on a motivational message when life be lifing.
Life be lifing all the time. And one thing you have to always remember to do is breathe. You have breath in your body, life in your lungs. You just need to exercise that right. It comes to you every morning that you are blessed to have another day. So make sure you take advantage of it. With all this stuff going around, make sure you take time to unplug from these devices, unplug from the news and the noise of life, and breathe. That's my
Wanda B, you on deck.
Ooh, I would say give yourself grace. We're like hard on ourselves so much
Yeah,
sometimes.
Thank you.
We forgot to do this today, and then it ruins our whole. Give ourselves grace. The word for today for me is grace.
yes.
Okay.
How appropriate. VOTE, vote. The midterm elections will determine who holds office in the 120th Congress beginning in January 2027. All 435 seats for voting members of the House of Representatives and 35 of the 100 Senate seats will be on the ballot. The primary elections are from March 3rd to September 15th, 2026. Once again, that's March 3rd to September 15th, 2026 are when the primary elections are being held. Make sure you find where you can vote near you and cast your vote. Exercise your right. Election day is November 3rd, 2026. That's all Fly Guy got for you today. VOTE. Symbol.
Everybody, you know I like to laugh, you know I like to joke, but when we get to this motivational thing, this is who I am. This is what I do. And what I need you to do is I need you to just move. And what do I mean when I say just move? Stop talking about what you want to do. Stop thinking about what you want to do. Stop letting what people say or do hold you back from moving in your purpose, moving in your lane, and doing the things you need to do so you can be successful. You have to stop being stagnant. Don't be still. Don't be stuck in the mud. Get up and just go do it. Because when you do it, that's when you will reap the benefits of your labor. So just go do it and be symbolic, simply your best, and be a champ like me and my crew. It's going down.
DC unit.
I want to say, I just want to say we love you guys. The dinner crew is out and it's going down. Tune in next week. We'll see you later. Peace.
Can you satisfy my sexual desires, baby? Baby, can you? And can you be the one that's always in my fantasy? Baby, can you? Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, now that's my type for sure. She's saucy in bikinis, plus she bad and bougie. Got a compliment.